Question 31. The work breakdown structure can be an effective aid for communication in which settings? Internal within the project team, internal within the organization, external with the customer, internal and external to the project. Answer D is a correct choice. The work breakdown structure can be used for communication verbally, vertically, and horizontally within the organization, as well as outside the project. Question 32. When do stakeholders have the most influence on a project? At the beginning of the project, in the middle of the project, at the end of the project, throughout the project? Answer A is the correct choice. Stakeholders have an impact throughout the project, but they must be identified and involved at the beginning of the project in order to determine their requirements and expectations. If this effort is not done early, the results may be expensive changes and or dissatisfaction later in the project. Question 33. The communications management plan is developed to meet the needs of the project sponsor, team, project manager, stakeholders. Answer D is a correct choice. The term stakeholders includes all the other choices. Stakeholders can be assets who perform project work, provide expert advice, and remove roadblocks. Because they are involved in the project, you should consider the needs of all stakeholders when creating a communications management plan. Question 34. A team meeting during project executing is the best format to determine project status, communicate, make changes to the project, authorize changes to the project. Answer B is a correct choice. Meetings, by definition, are communications tools. There are other ways to determine status and make and authorize changes. The project manager must use meetings to communicate effectively. Question 35. The project status report is an example of which form of communication? Formal written communication, formal verbal communication, informal written communication, informal verbal communication. Answer A is a correct choice. The project status needs to be known by many people. Therefore, it is best to represent this type of information in writing so that it can be transmitted to many people at once. It is also formal in that it is an official report of the project. Therefore, formal written communication is the best answer. Question 36. About midway through the project manager learns most members of the project team are not reviewing the weekly project updates. What should the project manager do? Create a signature log so team members can indicate when they have read the project updates. Revise the communications management plan appropriately to meet the informational needs of the stakeholders. Improve the layout of the weekly project updates to encourage reading by team members. Require the reading of the project updates in order to receive any rewards on the project. Answer B is a correct choice. A signature log and improved layout of the report are creative ideas, but unfortunately do not deal with the root cause of the problem. Requiring the reading of project updates in order to receive rewards is penalty power and not the first choice of what to do. The root cause of this problem is inadequate communications management plan. Although created by the project manager, it should, like the rest of the plan, be bought into by the team. In this situation, the communications management plan appears to require revisions in order to meet the needs of the stakeholders. Question 37. Project reports are a method to plan communications, distribute information, report performance, manage resources. Answer B is the correct choice. Reports help distribute information, not just report on progress. Question 38. A project manager has just been assigned a team that comes from many countries, including Brazil, Japan, the US, and Britain. What is her best tool for success? The responsibility assignment matrix, the teleconference, team communication with the WBS, communication and well-developed people skills. Answer D is a correct choice. Working with people from different cultures with different culture values and beliefs necessitates an understanding of both basic definitions and areas of culture impact. As project managers, we need to have good communication skills and the willingness to adapt to other cultures. Question 39. The project manager must identify, determine the requirements, and then manage and influence those requirements to ensure a successful project. Functional managers, stakeholders, scope, and users. Answer B is the correct choice. Scope does not fit in the context of the question. The best answer presented is stakeholders because it encompasses functional managers and end users. Question 40. In the process of reviewing the status of your team's work assignments, you learn the project has fallen behind schedule by 1 week. The project has high visibility within the organization and is completely date-driven. The project finish date is still 2 months out, and you think you can recover the time over the next months or so. What is the best course of action for reporting the project status? Report the project on schedule. This is not a significant slippage and there is still time to recover. Report the project on schedule. Most project management plans are not accurate to less than 1 or 2 weeks anyway. Report the project 1 week behind schedule and include recommended corrective actions. Report the project 1 week behind schedule and then issue a new report next week showing the problem fixed. Answer C is a correct choice. Reporting that the project is on schedule is unethical. It is best to report the true status of the project and your plan of action to resolve the problem.